Hello. Hello. I'm live. Yes, the oil is free. The oil is free. It comes free with the viewing experience. How's everyone doing tonight? Just let me know if the music is too loud so that I can turn up my voice or turn down the audio. All right. Well, let me turn down this music and we can get started with the deal that we're going to do today. Oh man. All right. Well, last stream was a disaster, but I kind of got a hold of what I should do now, which is good. So with that being said, we're going to start, and what we are rating today, the OST we are rating today, is the Bejeweled Twist OST. Bejeweled Twist literally is one of my favorite Bejeweled games, mostly because it is very unique in the way it is played, but also because I just really liked how they changed the visuals, and also it was one of the ones that I played the most growing up. I played Bejeweled 2 a lot, but Bejeweled Twist was just where it kind of really started to ramp up in quality, I think. Although I will say that I think the Bejeweled 2's OST is, it's really hard. They actually do have like kind of a different style of OST. So I don't know. Well, let's just start. I will pull up my deal here. I have a better rating system than Saturday's. Like, Saturday's was a mess. All right, let's see. There we go. Here's my new rating system. I literally just pulled up the first thing that came up when I typed in the first thing that came up when I typed in tier list. This is it. So I just like slapped it into art software and boom, there we go. All right. So I will be using the YouTube channel Jeff Makes Games for the soundtrack, because he is literally the only person to upload all the Bejeweled music, including Bejeweled Twist, that isn't like really low quality. So yeah, shout out to that guy. He uploads a lot of PopCap game music, all in 180p. Pretty cool. So let's get started. The first soundtrack that we'll be listening to is the loading screen of Bejeweled Twist. And once again, if the music's too quiet or the music's too loud, just let me know in chat and I will fix that. So here we go. So this is Bejeweled Twist loading screen. It's literally the first thing you hear when you boot up the game, I believe. I'm not sure if there's any variation to this. I'm pretty sure this is literally the only thing that you will hear. And then it just continues to loop. Once again, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's what it seems like. All right, well, we can turn that off now. So first off, one thing I want to say this is a really nice loading screen beat. I really like the kind of atmospheric like instruments that are used. It definitely reminds me of space, which is kind of the whole theming of the game. So I really like that. And the start, like the the loading screen looks really cool. Obviously, I really can't show it. Wait, hold on. Is my thing still on the starting soon screen? I thought I moved it to the... What is going on? Hold on. What? Wait, what? Hold on. I thought I moved it to the screen. There we go. Okay, I don't know what happened there. That was weird. I literally look over and the thing is not on the correct screen. Oh, never mind. It's just extremely far back, my playback. Well, that's weird. Anyway, we'll continue on, since I know it's all right. Yeah, this is a good song. There's not much to say about it. I already said basically what there needs to be said. It's very atmospheric. I like it. It's a good loading screen song just to listen to, kind of to chill while you wait for your game to load. There's not much else to say. So I think I'll rate this. All right, here's what I have to do here in order to rate stuff. So this is, let's see, I'd say, man, it's pretty decent. I'll rate it a B. So this is what I'm gonna have to do here in order to rate stuff. So we'll just put in loading. This is so bad. Loading screen. We'll just put in loading screen here and like change the size by a bunch. Oh my word. All right, here we go. All right. So I'll put loading screen there. Yeah. That looks so bad, but you know what? It works. And that's just what I'm going to have to do for now. So we got loading screen. It's in B. It's pretty standard. It's a nice loading screen song. I like the vibes it gives, and it gives you just a overall kind of feeling of what you're about to get into. So that's nice. The second song in the game, let's move on to the next song, which is Main Menu. This is the theme that plays in the main menu. Duh. Wow, I have great commentary, don't I? So, main menu theme. Now I just have to wait for it to load. Here we go. All right, let's start it up here. I won't talk until I have something to say. Let's just play it. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to point out something. I love the kind of wow kind of sounds, synthesized sounds that are played in this song. I love them. They're great. I also really like that kind of little key shift there. Right there, yeah. It's a little bit of variation between the first part. So, you know, it doesn't leave you kind of like bored already of listening to the thing. It's very nice. I like it. For main menu music, I think it's pretty good. it's kind of general. It gives you the overall vibes that you're gonna be going into the game with. So, yeah, I think it's nice. I think I should probably really give some visual aid to help me out here, because you might not, some of you people might not know what Bejeweled Twist even looks like. So let me look up something just to give like some visual aid. Let's see here. What can I do? Yeah. This is good. And I can't find it. Here we go. Okay, well, the only image I found is literally such a bad quality, it's not even funny. Oh, here we go. Alright, I fixed it. Okay, visual aid. Pop in. Whoa, there it is. Alright, this is the main menu theme. Obviously, this isn't from me. This is literally just pulled off Google straight up. I just ripped it straight off Google. I'm a thief. So, this is what plays during this whole deal here. Yeah, I think it looks nice. You got kind of the space thing in the background. You've got this kind of like, looks almost like a spaceship that you're in. It's got a very nice spacey feeling, which is what I like about it. I think it's very nice. I hope the audio is not too loud. I think it's actually quiet. I'm not sure, because my headphones are loud, to say the least. Anyway, moving on. What I was saying. So, obviously, this isn't for me, but yeah. So this is the whole deal you got here. I think it's a good song. Now, what would I rate it? I don't know what I'd rate it. I'd say maybe maybe I'll leave it at B as well. I think I'll leave it at B, because yeah, I think it's pretty standard as well. So, oh no. There we go. There's streams falling apart again. I think we'll leave it at B. Once again, I have no idea how in the world to fix this stuff. It is absolutely ridiculous. Alright, so we'll put in main menu and scale it down a bit. Okay, well, I failed. There we go. Main menu. Hello! How you doing? Stream's falling apart. Thanks for sticking around, though. There we go. Alright, that should be good. Probably. Alright. So we got loading screen, main menu. Yeah, I like to leave the loading screen and the main menu both in B, because they're pretty standard. But they have really nice... They just sound nice, period. And they give you the vibe that you want to go into the game with. Yeah. So I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, so loading screen, main menu, both of those are going to go in B, because they're pretty standard, but I like them. They're not going to go in anything lower than that. All right, so next, what's the next song that we got? Classic Mode 1. One thing to note before I start these, all of the classic modes have a panic variation, which is literally just the original song, but like with a slight variation. I'm not sure if I should go over those two. I mean, they don't really change much. They just kind of make it a little faster and add like a few instruments just to create a sense of urgency. Because what happens in the game is when you're playing classic mode, there are... I should probably show some visual aid of the game as well, because like no one's gonna get what in the world I'm saying here if they've never even seen the game before. So I'll just like plop down another like low quality picture. Oh my word, this thing is literally so small, I cannot see it at all. I need to figure out how in the world to scale this thing. There we go. Oh, it's low quality. Oh, this is so bad. Why was the photo so small? Hold on. I can get a better one than this. How in the world do I get rid of it here? There we go. Let me get a better photo. That thing was absolutely awful. Atrocious. I hate it. Can I please drag this image? Thanks. There we go. This should be bigger, right? There we go. That's much bigger. Much clearer. Awesome. All right. So this is the board, all right? And this is how you play the game. So this right here is your cursor. I don't know if you can see my cursor. I don't know if there's a way to literally make it. No, there's not. Oh, well, you can see my cursor, I'm sure. But basically, Bejeweled is a match 3 game. And your goal, basically what you do is you just match 3 of the gem colors in a row. And basically this is your cursor, and whenever you click, it rotates every single gem to the right. Or, well, it turns these 4 gems within the cursor range. It twists them all clockwise. It basically just swaps them all. So let's say you were to click here, this purple gem would go here, this blue gem would go here, the green gem would go here, and the red gem would go there, and it's pretty simple. So in classic mode, there are a bunch of different gems that you can encounter that will halt your progress. There are bomb gems, and these will come down from the ceiling when you make a match. And they will basically count down every time you make a move, and if they reach 0, you lose the game. So basically whenever the timer or the move counter on any of the bomb gems reach 5, the music will... And this is really cool, actually. I love dynamic music in video games, or I think it should be called adaptive music, I believe is what it's actually called, which kind of reacts to the environment, you know. That's always been something that I've really loved in video games. So I think it's really cool. It gives you like a sense of urgency, like, oh man, if I don't match this, I'm going to lose the game, you know. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. I'll show one Panic song. Yeah, I'll rank one. I won't rank it, but I'll just, you know, let you guys listen to it. Just to give you a general sense of basically what it is. All right, so we got the main menu, or not main menu. I'm so dumb. I'm sorry. We got the classic mode. So, excuse me 1 second. Well, I guess I'll just play the classic mode song. I would if it would load. You know how it is. I'll play this classic mode song, and here we go. I'll move this out of the way. So right off the bat, I want to say, I really like the beat in the song. I think it's also kind of, yeah, see, you hear that little like voice kind of, or whatever. I think that's kind of neat. I think it really fits the atmosphere, honestly. So that's pretty cool, I think. Yeah, you know, I don't know why I deleted the visual aid. I probably should have just left it there, just so you guys could, like, keep it in mind. Let me just shrink it a little bit and put it like, oh no, where in the world do I put this? Let's just, yeah, that's I'm sure that's fine. Everything's breaking, but it's fine. It's completely fine. Nothing's wrong. Everything's good. Nothing is good. Everything is going terribly. Let's just drag this stuff, like, over a little bit. There we go. Alright. That's good, right? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so we got this thing. I think it's very cool. This song, specifically, I think it's pretty good. All things considered. I like the beat. I like the sounds that they use. I think the little voice clip is pretty neat. I think it goes well with the music. I like the overall kind of atmosphere that it gives. Yeah. Now, as for what I would rate it, I'm not sure. Let me think about it. So, all right. First of all, okay, I need to fix this. There we go. All right. So, first off, oh my word, I don't know what I clicked. All right. Good song. And honestly, you know, being kind of repetitive here, but I think it's a B. I swear, there's gonna be stuff worse and better than B. Just trust me. Yeah, I think I'll just rate it as a B. It's pretty standard. It's not the best song. It's not the worst song. It's not bad. I like it. It's, you know, it's higher up on the scale rather than lower on the scale. You know, now that I look at this, C seems to be the standard, but it's always like been on my. I've always just got a negative feeling from C and a general feeling from B. I think I should move these down. I think I should move these down. Yeah, I'll move these down because C on the board is like in the middle. Like you got 3 up here, 3 down here. I think that just makes sense. I'll rate this thing a B then, because I like it better than C. I don't really have a neutral opinion on it. I have a positive opinion on it. So I will rate it accordingly. So I will label this. This is called Classic Mode 1. I'll just label it Classic 1. You know, just to make it a little easier to understand. All right. All right, so that's Classic Mode 1. So let's go to the next. Yeah, I said I would give the Panic mode, or the Panic version, which is the version that you hear when you are listening to the same song, but there is a bomb gem, and it's like 5, I think it's 5 ticks away. I think it's 5 moves away from exploding and you losing the game. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. All right, so Panic Classic Mode 1. Let's listen. It's the same song, by the way, just a different version. All right, so right off the bat, you can hear that there is a difference. I believe the tempo is a little higher, and also the drums, there's a different type of snare drum being played there. It's kind of more band, I would say. I'm not sure. I don't know much about instruments, to be honest. But yeah, it sounds a little more rough, I would say. So let's continue. And we'll just continue to listen until like the second part of the song. Yeah, so that's pretty much Panic modes in general. I'm not going to rank all of them because every single classic mode has a panic mode, and I don't want to rank them all just because there's not that much of a difference. It's just like a tempo up and then like maybe a singular added instrument or a removed instrument, you know. So yeah, I won't rank them, but that's just to let you know that there are different versions of every single one of the classic mode songs. So continuing on, we put classic 1 in B tier because it was pretty standard. There it is. Yep. All right. Well, we'll rank the next song. This is classic mode 2. How many classic modes? There are 6 classic modes. All right. Let's move on. Classic mode 3. Let's go. Soon as it loads. Of course. Of course. Excuse me, just taking a drink. Okay, before we go any further into the song, I really like this song. I have a very high opinion of it. Let's continue. Sorry. I really like this one. That's really my total opinion on it. Ooh, yeah, here we go. Wait, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have interrupted that. My bad. I'm so... Yes, sir. This is what I'm talking about. This is just a really good song. All right, well that's obviously where it loops, but let's break this thing down and get it rated. All right, so first up, one thing I want to say, I love the beginning where it starts off very kind of soft, but it's got the same melody that or it's got the same bass line that continues out through the entire song. It goes along with a kind of pad. And then it hits you with the drums, and then it gets you pumped up, gets you hyped. It continues, second time. Then you got the melody. Or I don't know if you would really call it a melody, I'm not sure. Just kind of continues doing the same thing, but yeah, and it kind of hits you with a little bit of variation there with the chords, where as opposed to before, let me just move it back, whereas opposed to before it was going dun da dum 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 da dum. Now it's going dun dun da dum, which is a little different, but it does sound nice. Dun dun da dum Very nice. And I'm sorry for interrupting you. This transition is so good. It hits you with this beautiful section. It's absolutely great. I love it. And I believe it plays the exact same bass line as the beginning part of the song. Same drums, same everything, just a different atmosphere to it. It's very nice. Again, keep in mind this whole ordeal right here, which is this is what you're basically doing the whole time. I probably should move that up to the corner over here or something, so just what's kind of out of the way. And I maybe might just add back this other thing as well, just to keep the general aesthetic of the game still there. We'll just squish it down again. All right, yeah, we'll just leave it like that, just to keep the feeling there, so that you can tell, or just you know what I mean, probably, I guess. I don't know, man. All right, let's continue. So as we were talking about, hits you with that change, and it's beautiful. I love it. Let's continue to listen to it. I absolutely love the drums in this song specifically too. Love that part. And yep. And then it cycles back to the beginning. Love that. And then it just loops. So this is classic mode. Well, hold on a second. This is classic mode 3. Did I not rate classic mode 2? Am I dumb? Oh my word. This is so unprofessional. I just realized. But anyway, classic mode 3, very good song. Absolutely love it. It sounds so nice. I'm going to rank it as S. Yes, this is the first S, so I'll just put in classic 3 and scale it accordingly. There we go. So that's classic mode 3, and yeah, so that's classic mode 3. Let's listen to the Panic just for like a few seconds. Panic version. Remember, just a kind of tempoed up, different instrument version. Give it a second to kick in. Yep, the Panic version. Basically, the Panic version just adds that little instrument there that goes dun 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 dun. Adds a little bit of sense of well, I can't think of the word. Oh, I always do this. A sense of urgency is what it adds, and I like that. It ups the tempo a little bit. Very nice. Alright, well, obviously we've already listened to it. That's just the Panic mode. That's all I need to show you. So let's go to classic mode 2 because I skipped over it, and I am not very clever, not very smart. Let's go to classic mode 2. Ah, yes. This is a good one. I'll let you listen to it. Right off the bat, I love it because, well, I should probably, let's see, let me pause it. Right off the bat, I love this just because it really hits home with that whole space kind of aesthetic along in the music. I really like it. I think it just fits really nice. obviously you have this here. I don't know why they. I'll let the music play, and I'll look for another photo of this part because it just doesn't look good there. All right, let's continue. Well, I'm having a hard time finding an image, a good image to use. Oh, here comes the variation in this song, by the way. I have a high opinion of this song. I definitely like it. It's really good. It hits that kind of space vibe in the music. Obviously, I like that. And that's the part where it loops back. I don't know, but I can't tell. Does it change the key? Hold on. Let's skip forward a little bit. Hold on. I think it makes the key go up. I can't tell though. Hold on. Yeah, it does. It makes the key of the original part go up. That's cool. I don't think I ever noticed that. Well, actually, yeah, I probably did. Just forgot. Well, anyway, so on to ranking. Let's rank this thing because it is a good song. So I'll just drop the volume a little bit there. All right. So, Classic 2. Classic Mode 2. I have a high opinion of this song. I like it. I think it's really close to home with the whole space aesthetic with the music, which I've already said that like 3 times, but you know. I really like it, so I'll put it in A because I think it's really good. Just a really good song. So let's drop in Classic 2 here. Alrighty, Classic 2. Oh no, I messed everything up. Here we go. Alright, Classic 2. Funny how they're ranked like that. 1, 2, 3. That's funny. I like it. Alright, well, obviously, let's move on to the next song. I will not be playing the Panic version of this one in particular. You know, whatever it is. Let's see, Classic Mode 4. Well, I've muted it. Hold on. What is going on here? Let me fix this. Everything is broken. Here we go. There we go. All right, let's play Classic Mode 4. I really like this song. It really hits the space aesthetic again, like I said before, the whole vibe. Really like it. Just got really nice sounds in general. generally just a really good song. I really like the bass line as well. I think it's good sounding. The all the instruments are worked really well. They kind of mold together into this whole spacey kind of aesthetic feeling that you get from the game. I think it's really nice. Ah, of course. And then you get this part. This part, man. Sorry, let me turn that down. I just really like this part. It's really good. And then there's also a key change here, by the way, from kind of repeating the beginning, but with a little bit of difference. I like it. Then you get this part. Oh, wait, not this part. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Let me turn that up. Absolutely love this song. And as for rating it, hold on, let me just drop this a little bit. As for rating it, I think it deserves an S tier. I'm gonna be real, it deserves an S tier. Wholeheartedly. Like, this is just a really, really good song. I like it. It's called Classic 4. I'm just gonna go ahead and dump it into 4 because I just believe it is a really good song. It's a really good one. Oh no, things are breaking. There we go, there we go. Yeah, so good song, good song. I like it. I think it's really nice. We can probably continue on with the next song because it is going to loop again. All right, so there are 6 classic modes. Let's go to classic mode 5. Ignore the bells. That's my cat. He just streaked across the room. Absolutely phenomenal. Let's move on to classic mode 5. As soon as it'll load. This is another one that I think really hits that space theme. They all really do, but there are just some that really nail it. This is definitely one of those. Yeah, this part. Sorry I was quiet for a little while, but I was just enjoying the music. So, this really hits that space kind of... I should probably turn that down. This really definitely hits that space kind of feeling of all the songs. Really like it. Love the instruments used. They're absolutely phenomenal. And then it should loop back to the beginning, but this time with a little bit of a key change. I think this is a common theme throughout a lot of the songs here. Pretty sure that that's a key change. I'm not sure if there's anything different. We'll just continue to listen on. Just to talk about this, I think that the games are really, really calming. I really like how Bejeweled in general, this has always been just something I've liked about these games and why I've enjoyed playing them, is a lot like Minecraft, where the game will have music in the background that, you know, you don't really notice really when you're playing the game, because the game by itself is such a calming experience and you're so focused on it. Yeah, here's another change, by the way. Really like this part, by the way. But it's a lot like Minecraft, which I plan on ranking Minecraft OST in the future, because that has a really good OST as well. But, you know, I've always liked that part of games where the soundtrack really kind of reacts to what you're doing, but you don't really notice it's there. It's a really weird phenomenon where something will react to what you're doing, right? And you just kind of, you know, it's there, you can hear it, but it's not like you notice it all too much. I think it's really cool. Yeah, anyway, so songs looping. Where am I gonna put this? Classic mode 5, by the way. This is what this is. Let me turn it down a little bit. Where am I gonna rank classic mode 5? Good question. I think it goes in A, because it's just a generally really good song. I like it. It nails that kind of space aesthetic that I was talking about. Obviously, I like that part, so let me just drop this bad boy into A tier, because that's where it belongs. Let's see. Classic 5. Yeah, and I also noticed up here that Classic 2 for some reason. Alright, dude. Classic 2. Oh my word. Let's there we go. I fixed it. I'm awesome. I can do stuff like that. Alright, well, Classic 5 goes in A tier. Good song. Next, let's go to Classic Mode 6, because Classic Mode 6 is the next one, and it is the last Classic Mode song. I love the tempo, the beat. I love it in this one specifically. Really good. Also, those synthesizers or pads, I'm not sure exactly what they are in the back. I think it's a good song in general, period. Yeah, I notice that I don't really talk much when listening to these songs, just mainly because they're good songs and I want you to listen to them, you know, just to get your own idea kind of what you think about these songs. Like, obviously I'm the one ranking the songs. However, you know, this is just my opinion, so obviously you might listen to these songs and you might think something a little different of them. Yeah. So this part where it loops, obviously just a pretty decent song. I like it. I really like the tempo. I love the kind of wavy, like that. I'm not sure if it's a synth or a pad. I think it's a pad, but yeah, so I like that part. As for what I would rank it, let's just drop the music a little bit. I think I'll rank it a B, because it's pretty standard, right? It's pretty standard, but I like it. I have a positive feeling of it. All of the classic mode songs deserve a spot in the positives because they are pretty good. So this is classic 6. Oh man, excuse me. I'm so sorry. Wow. I hope that didn't peak the mic. Oh, that probably blew out some people's ears. All right, well, all right. Let's continue on with this. We'll drop this music. Yeah. So, next song. It's a very short one. Basically, in the game. All right. Just to explain a little deal here. To explain, in the game, there is a little meter. You can kind of see it here. And every time you make a match, the meter will go up by 1. If you spin and there is no match, it will go down all the way. But basically what it is it'll have like a couple of bars and you fill it up each time, creating a multiplier. So basically you fill it up like 3 notches and it will... Let's see if I can get another image to explain this because it's a little tricky. Hold on. Let's see here. It's a good image. This is a good image. No. Well, yeah, that's a good image. Just drop this one. We'll just pop it over here. All right. Whoa, that's a big image. All right, so first off, here's a bomb gem from earlier. Basically, whenever these things count down to 5, the music will go into panic mode. Anyway, enough of that. We're talking about this now. So, this little deal here, whenever you make a match, you get points. And if you make matches in a row, this bar will fill up by 1 each time. And you will get a higher multiplier, and you will have to fill up more bars the higher the multiplier. This looks photoshopped because I'm pretty sure this is a 10 bar, not a 4 bar. That looks weird. I'm not sure what's up with that. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So whenever you fill up this bar from each match you make in a row, your multiplier. I'm sorry. I'm so dumb. Your multiplication of the points you earn will go up by this variable here. And when you reach 10, you will, when you reach 10 multiplications here, you'll have to fill up the bar again, and it will turn rainbow, and it will basically make any gem on the board, 1 gem, a fruit gem. And when you match this fruit gem, you get a kind of little bonus deal here, and then you have to... It's complicated. All you really have to know is that there's like a complicated process that you have to go through, and you get this massive bonus of points at the end of it. And there's like a little jingle that you get to accompany all those points. And let me just get rid of this deal here because I'm done showing it. All right. So there is a massive bonus deal that you get once you fill up the bar and do all those very specific things. And it's called a mega fruit bonus because you match a fruit. I don't know why they used fruits for a space-themed game, but you know what? I'm not the developers for Bejeweled Twist, so yeah. Anyway, so this is basically the jingle that plays when you get the mega fruit bonus, and all the fruits will dance for you. It's pretty cool. It's kind of silly, and you get like a huge fanfare, and it's awesome. So this is just like the 30-second song. It sounds pretty awesome, I will say that. So let's just listen to it. As soon as it'll load. All right. So first off, um, in the beginning of the song, there is a little bit of a homage, like a little sound, actually throughout the song. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay. So throughout the song, there is instruments used in Bejeweled 2, and I really like that. I think it's an upbeat, kind of catchy song, and it is very rewarding as far as the means to accomplish it. Like, you have to go through quite a bit in order to, you know, listen to the song. But once you do, it's very, very cool sounding, and the visuals are great. Why don't I just pull up like a video of the Mega Fruit bonus, just to, play it out. Let's see. Bear with me a second so I can get this thing up and running. Let's see here. Let me somehow screen share this to OBS. Wait. How in the world am I supposed to know which one this is? This is ridiculous. Okay, well, let's just window capture, oh, not that one. This one. There we go. All right, let's just capture this. Let's watch the video. So here you can see the bar being filled up all the way. It's all rainbowy, and then you have this little thing. Well, you'll see how it works. All right. So you have the fruit gem. It does the deal. And this is the little thing that you... Oh, whoa. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that. So basically what happens is you use the fruit. You have to match all of these gem combinations in a row to get the Mega Fruit bonus. Obviously, this says here, instant Mega Fruit bonus. So it literally happened in an instant from the cascades, which are just, gems falling down. So yeah, let's watch it. It's very silly, I will say that. But it also looks sick, and you feel absolutely rewarded the second that it plays out. And, you get your awesome deal here. Yeah, so that's that. So that's the Mega Fruit bonus. Let me switch back to my other capture. How in the world? Where did it go? Okay, here. There we go. All right. Let's exit that out. So, Mega Fruit bonus. I think that the stakes to get it, awesome. You feel rewarded for getting it. It has cool visuals, but we're just ranking the song here. It's short, but obviously for it being a literal like reward or like a fanfare, really, I think that it obviously needs to be that length. So, but it is kind of long enough to be its own song. So I'm gonna rank it an A just because I like the song. I think it's very, very fun. It sounds great, and yeah, so I'll just label it as fruit bonus because we don't need the mega in there. It just doesn't need to be in there. Obviously, that's what it's called, but it's for simplicity's sake. Next song. Let's listen to the next song. It is the challenge menu. When you boot up the game and you click the play button, there's like 4 different options. You can play classic mode. We'll get to a different part of that later on, but we got classic mode, 5-minute blitz, zen, and challenge mode. And basically challenge mode is just like a bunch of little puzzles that you can do, like where some of them will be how many of this gem can you match in a row, or how many of this color can you keep on the screen at the same time without destroying them, or like how many flame gems can you make in a row, or can you survive this long with all these bombs and stuff. And that's pretty self-explanatory. So we got the challenge menu music, which is the music that plays when you're selecting one of the mini challenges in the obviously the challenge menu. Duh. All right, so let's play it. Just gonna drop the, oh my word, it's massive. All right, well, let's scale that down a little bit. All right, so we got challenge mode. So this is the challenge mode screen that yeah, this song plays on basically. I think it's a really good song. I like how it sounds. I think it hits that space aesthetic again that I keep talking about throughout the stream. Yeah, so not much else to say about it. Just besides it sounds pretty epic, and in general, and also it looks pretty sick. Let me just squish this down. I might as well just leave it down here because it definitely gives like a little bit of like knowledge on the aesthetic. So let's just throw it down here. Can't really see it much, but you know, it's there. It's there. All right, so the song. The song is pretty good. It feels a little repetitive, obviously, but and again, it's a menu song. I think it sounds pretty good in general. I'd say I'd rank it probably. Well, you know what? Actually, I'm giving it a little bit of a better general opinion, but honestly, if I'm gonna be completely real, it's not that great. This might be the first negative because let me take all things into account. I think it hits the space theme pretty well. I generally like the instruments used and kind of all the synths and stuff, but also like the shining part, but it's very repetitive. Like, it's incredibly repetitive. So, you know, I gotta take off points for that. But other than that, I kind of like it. And what's funny is, I swear this is not intentional, but I want to rate it C, just because, you know, it's kind of, I have an average opinion of it, or like I have a neutral opinion. There are some bad points, but I also do think that it has really good points. So, as a menu screen, it's going in C again. I'll just label this as challenge menu. There we go. All right, challenge menu. So it's in C. All right. So next, this song is called Untimed Challenge, which is a challenge, obviously. So some of the challenges are timed, some of them are untimed. This is the untimed version, or this is what you hear when you play a challenge that does not have a timer. Let's listen to it. As soon as it'll load. Excuse me. Okay, so one thing. Hold on, let me turn it down a little bit. First off, this is probably the first song that I give a negative opinion of, because it sounds good. Don't get me wrong, it does sound good, but I don't think I really get overloaded by the sound that it gives just as a general melody. I do like this part kind of, because it reminds me of Bejeweled 2, but it gets I don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't like it. There's just something about it I don't care for much. So I gotta rank it like D, honestly. I'm sorry, but it's just kind of how it is. So this is, I'm just gonna label it as untimed C. We'll label it as untimed C for a challenge. I don't care much for it. Like I said, it does sound good. Like, I enjoy listening to it when I'm playing the game, but usually the challenges are pretty difficult and they last an extended period of time. So I'm going to be listening to this for a long time already. So you know how it is. It kind of gets grating, honestly. Well, let's continue on. Let's click the next. Let's listen to the next song. And funny thing, when I first looked at the name of this song, I thought it read Based Challenge, and I was like, yo! But it turns out it actually says Turn-Based Challenge, not Based Challenge. I would obviously win any based challenge there is, because I am a very based individual, and but turns out it just says turn-based challenge, which means it is turn-based. Wow. I really need to work on my commentary. That's awful. All right, turn-based challenge. Let's listen to it as soon as it'll load. First off, okay, I don't know. This is a lacking song. I do think it has some good points to it, but it is really grating. Just kind of, I don't really like it that much, to be honest. Funny how the challenge mode ones I don't really like that much. I like most of the classic ones, but not the challenge ones. I don't know. Well, we'll continue to listen, obviously, but just for now. I do like this part, though. I like this part. I think what I'm gonna do is anytime there is a song that is kind of has negative points but also has positive points, I'm probably gonna rank it a C. Let's just continue listening to this, though. I do kind of like it. You know, I talk about repetitiveness, but there is sometimes a repetitive aspect that can be enjoyable. And I like this part, even though it is kind of repetitive. I like the part. I like it because it kind of changes up the repetitiveness in a different way each and every single time it goes about the repeat. Which I like that. I think it's nice. But generally speaking, the song is let me just be completely frank. It's mid. It's mid. I don't really care for it. It's all right, but you know what? It's just kind of mid. Let's just put it in C. Get it out of the way. The name is Turn-Based Challenge, so I will just label it as... I'm just going to label it as Based Challenge. Unfortunate that the Based Challenge has to be not very based. Unfortunately. Oh my goodness, I clicked on the wrong tab. Alright, well, there we go. Fixed it. Based Challenge. We'll leave it there. Next song. One of these is a timed challenge thing, but it's just a shortened version of the full song, so I'm just going to play the full song. There is a 3-minute blitz and a 5-minute blitz, which is one of the, timed challenges, but I will just leave it as... I'll just play I'll just rank the 5-minute blitz because it's the whole version, and 3-minute is literally just shortened. There's like a chunk cut out of it. That's it. There's nothing else to it. It's just that. So, all right. 5-minute blitz. Listen to it. Let's listen to it. It is a very long song. I'll just say that. But it's a good one. Don't get me wrong. It is a really good one. It's very epic. So let's listen to it. All right. As soon as it'll load. There we go. I really love that part. It's very transcendent. Yeah, and then you get into the main beat. Here we go. This is where the journey starts, man. That's what it's all about. Keep in mind, this is a 5-minute long song, so we're gonna be here for a little bit listening to essentially the same thing, but with a lot of changes. Sorry I'm being a little quiet, but obviously, I want to let you listen to it. And also, I'm just kind of vibing here listening to this, bopping my head, because it's a pretty good song. Let's be real. It really gives you that kind of, timered feeling where, you gotta go fast, you gotta do things quickly. Otherwise, the timer is gonna end, and then you know what's gonna happen, you're gonna lose. It's used in a challenge mode where you basically just have to score as many points possible in 5 minutes, and I think it really nails that kind of feeling. This is also the last full song on the playlist. Yeah, and then it kind of goes back to that original part. Very nice, very nice. It's just a very good song. It's a banger even. I will call it a banger because that's what it is. It just gets you hyped, and that's kind of the whole point, you know. And then this is the part where you start to realize, oh wait, there's only a minute left. Oh, great goodness, I gotta hurry. And then it hits you with this. Oh man, I love this part. It all kind of accumulates into this really big, like, how do I explain it? I wouldn't call it a drop. It's just cool. And that is the end of the soundtrack, which honestly, I'm gonna give my entire opinion on this. This song is a bop, a banger. Man, oh man, it is absolutely phenomenal. Love it to death. It's just a good song, man. So, where would I rank it? I will probably rank it. You know what? I'm gonna rank it at S. We'll rank it at S. Yeah. Wait a second. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I saw something and I got confused, but I'm good. All right. So, let's see. We are going to be ranking I would rank the 5-minute blitz. We'll just rank it as, I keep clicking my numlock. I am so dumb. All right. 5-minute. We'll just label it as 5-minute. Yep. We're just going to label it as 5-minute. And yeah. So, good song. Great song even. Literally a bop. Love listening to it every single time. It gets me hyped. It gets me racking my brain thinking of how in the world am I going to do all this very quickly and get as many points as possible. You know, it just gets me hyped. Gets me hyped. What in the world does staped mean? I have no clue. Anyway, so yeah. This whole deal is the 100% official Bejeweled Twist OST soundtrack. If you see anyone and they have a different opinion, they're wrong. Tell them they're wrong and tell them to, I don't know, come watch my videos or my streams because I have the correct play. I'm just kidding. Obviously, this is on my opinion. So I hope you enjoyed this little deal. Obviously, I will be doing this with a different soundtrack, ranking the, oh my word, okay. I will be ranking, sorry, I look over and see something absolutely stunning. Anyway, so I will be ranking OSTs every single Monday from 9:30 to 10:30, although I will say it is 10:50 right now where I am, so I definitely went over a little bit. But, I guess it really depends on the soundtrack I'm rating. If it's longer, I'll have, obviously, a longer time to rate it all. I'll probably split it up. I'll try to keep it an hour each time. But, yeah. So, that's the official Kit WY5 Bejeweled Twist OST soundtrack. ranking. There it is. There they all are. Here's the good ones. And here's the really only bad one. And yeah, so that's about it. So if you watch the stream, thanks for, sticking around and just chilling. Obviously, I plan on doing video games streams like every Thursday. Problem is, I literally have no clue what in the world I want to stream for a video game. Because if I stream any big game, it's just kind of like, well, there's literally better streamers out here playing this exact same game. Why would I watch you? That's how it is. I really want to, make something special. Or, maybe I will just stick with something just normal. I don't know. It really just depends on what I think about doing. So, I'll obviously go live some Thursday when I get a sense of what to do. But yeah, so thanks for watching the stream, and hope you have a great day or night wherever you are watching from. And my name is KitWY5. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.